this is Nanda and today I'm here with the continuation from the same chapter of chemistry, that is matter around us. And before that I would like to include our thought, and the thought for the day is difficult road leads to beautiful destination. This statement means the hardness you face in your life is the way to success. The hardness we face in our life is the way to success. And for example, in our life itself, in our daily life, we face many difficulties and we have to overcome all these difficulties and obstacles. Then you will be getting a beautiful place or a beautiful destination. So that is the meaning of this statement, that is difficult road leads to beautiful destination. You get me? Now let's move on to our topic, and today's topic we are going to discuss the three physical states of matter detailedly. Okay, the three physical states of matter. Basically, the three states of matter are solid, liquid and gas. Solid, liquid and gas. Yeah, I hope you all know the properties and characteristics and all about solid, liquid and gas. Now let's look them, let's recap, let's revise them. Okay. First of all, let's look the solid state. So the basic thing that occur in our mind, the first thing that occur in our mind when we say solid is it have definite shape and it also have a definite volume and mass. It has definite shape, volume and mass. Has definite shape, volume and mass. It is the first thing which comes to our mind. And the second thing is it is incompressible. It is incompressible. We cannot compress it. So actually solids are incompressible, right? So I will show you some experiment on these points later on. Now let's look the third point. As you see here, there is less interparticle distance. Interparticle distance are less. So interparticle distance are less, right? So have you ever noticed a solid? The molecules in solid are closely packed. As you can see here, the molecules in solid are closely packed. That is why the solids have fixed shape and volume. Okay. That is why it has a fixed shape. So there is interparticle distance are less, interparticle distance are less. Now the fourth point is it has high density and do not diffuse. It has high density and do not diffuse. What do you mean by density? It is the mass per unit volume. It is the mass per unit volume. And it has high density. The solids have high density and it will not diffuse. Only the solid, liquid and gases diffuse. The solids will not diffuse. Then now let's look the fifth point. So the force of attraction are very strong. In solids, the force of attraction is strong. Why? Because the molecules are closely packed, and that is why the force is very strong. Due to this force only, it has a definite shape. Sixth one is it is closely packed. So the molecules are very tightly closely packed. They are congested. Have you ever noticed it? Yeah, here we have a diagram here, and you can see here the molecules, those are closely packed. Only due to the interparticle distance are less, right? Due to that only the solids have a definite shape, as you see here. Then now let me ask you a question. What about the sponge? Is it a solid? The sponge, of course it is a solid, but how can this be a solid? Whenever we compress the solid, it can be compressed. It will shrink, right? So what about this sponge? Will it be a solid? Will it be considered as a solid? It will be considered as a solid. Why? Because the sponge has holes in it. You can see here the sponge has so many holes in it, pores in it, and the air is being trapped in that hole, and that is why it has a fixed shape. And whenever we give pressure, whenever we compress it, it will shrink. The air will go out and the sponge will shrink. And after releasing the pressure, it comes back to its shape. So this is considered as a solid. Okay. Now let's look another question. The question is, the sugar which is put into a tin, sugar or salt which is put into a tin, and this sugar or salt, it takes the shape of the container. So will it be a solid? Of course it will be a solid. Why? Because whenever we take 2-3 solids, 2-3 crystals of sugar or salt and keep it in our hands or put it into a tin, it will not change in shape. The crystals will not change in shape. Only when we put the sugar or salt together in a tin only, it takes the shape of the container, as you see here. So the last and final question for you is, what about the rubber band? When we apply the pressure, the rubber band stretches, and when we release the pressure, come back to its shape, its original shape. So do it be considered as a solid? Of course it is considered as a solid, because whenever we give pressure only, it will change its shape, and on the other hand, it will be in the same shape. Okay, so it will be considered as a solid. So hope you understood what is solid, then characteristics of solid. Now I will show you an example for solids. You can see a cube here. I have a cube in my hand, and as we said the properties of solid, the first property is it has a definite shape and a volume. It has a definite shape, right? You can see here it has a definite shape, it has a shape, you can see, and it has a volume. It takes volume. If I keep this solid in my hand, if I keep this cube in my hand, then this has volume, it takes space. In a table, then it takes volume, it takes shape. So that's about the first property of solid. Now what is the second property? It has interparticle distance are very less. You cannot see that, but still due to that interparticle distance, the interparticles distance are less, right? Due to that only it has a definite shape. Okay. Now the third one is, it cannot be compressed. It is incompressible. I am compressing this. Can it be compressed? No. It is. Will it change in shape? No. I can't compress it. I can't compress it, right? So that's the third property. And what about the fourth one? The fourth one, it is said that it has high density and it will not diffuse. It has high density. It has high density. Then it will not diffuse. Do it diffuse? No. Do it move? Do it has kinetic energy? No, not at all. Why? Because the molecules in this solid, right? Molecules in this cube are tightly packed. That is why they cannot diffuse or they cannot move. They do not have kinetic energy. Now the last and final property is that it is closely packed. It is closely packed. So the molecules in this cube is being closely packed. So that here in this cube, you can see it has a definite shape. Due to the closely packed, it has a definite shape. Okay. So that's about the solids. This is Nanda signing off. I'll be coming with another videos. Stay tuned. Bye bye. Thank you.